Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I hope everything in your life is going great, going well. My life's doing pretty good. I'm excited about fall. It is almost October, which is definitely my favorite month, and I'm getting some ideas for my Halloween costume, which is exciting. So today I'm going to be going through and showing you what I think about the items I got from Sephora. About 3 weeks back, they had their VIB appreciation sale, and I picked up a lot of things. So that video I'm going to go ahead and I'll link up here. Spoiler alert, I'm not really upset with anything that I bought. I don't think I'm going to return anything, but I will go through and tell you exactly what I think about each item and if they have any like quirks or anything like that. So without further ado, I'm going to get started with some skincare. The first thing I want to talk about is the Drunk Elephant C-Firma Day Serum. I've been using this now for 3 weeks, so no, I'm not seeing any kind of huge improvement in my skin or any dark marks, but I will say that it doesn't break me out. They have that TLC Glycolic Framboos Night Serum. That broke me out and I had to return it. I'm not having any issue with this besides that like slight smell of ham that I talked about, but other than that, I am enjoying it. It's light. I feel like my lotion goes over top of it, or my cream or my oil, whatever I'm going to use next. I don't feel like it's interfering with my makeup, so I will continue to use this and see how I feel about it. My other quite pricey item that I got for skincare was the Tatcha Silk Cream. I am loving this. If you didn't see, I had another video where I mentioned that it does have a slight scent. I didn't smell that during the first video that I did with it. It smells kind of lemony, which smells like a little bit like their other products, just like a very light citrus fragrance. It feels really, really rich when you put it on the skin, but it is still nice, and it is still light, and it does absorb into the skin very well. I like the little spoon applicator. I said that before. I have been using it mostly in the evening, but I have thrown it on a couple times in the morning, and again, I don't feel like it interferes with my makeup. I will continue to use this, see how I feel about it, and if I love it, I will probably pick up another jar in December during the next sale at Sephora. I do think I want to try the Indigo Cream next, which is more for like sensitive skin. I don't know how much it differs or if it's going to be less hydrating, but we'll have to see about that one. But for now, I really like the Silk Cream and I will continue to use it. For the skincare item, the last one I want to talk about is from Bite Beauty. This is the Lavender Agave Lip Mask. I really enjoy this one. I'd say I use this not every night because it is really, really thick, and sometimes I'm like drinking wine or I'm gonna have a little bit of a snack and I forget to throw it on. It is really, really thick when you put it on the lips, so you want to be able to leave it on for a while. This is something too that I would probably use not just at night but during the day, like if I'm running around the house cleaning or whatever else, I would probably put this on. It does have a lavender taste, which I was hoping it would. It's very light lavender. I don't think it would bother anyone who wasn't into those floral fragrances or those kind of scents or tastes even, but I do enjoy this. I have no regrets in purchasing this. And there is a 3 mini agave lip mask set that they have released for the holiday. I know one flavor for sure was maple. I don't remember the other two. I think they're limited edition, and I will probably pick that up later on again in December when that sale comes around. Now on to makeup. I will go ahead and preface this by saying I did not get to use these lashes yet. These are the Sephora times House of Lashes in Valentina. I am thinking I'm going to use this later on in the week. I'm going to be doing a first impression, so I will use them then. I just haven't had the occasion or the chance to yet, but they are pretty and I'm looking forward to using them. So several of the items I purchased during the sale came from Hourglass. No regrets there. I'm loving everything so far. I'm wearing most of this makeup on my face today just because I wanted to be able to talk about it, for you guys to be able to see it in action. So the first one is that Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in Smoke. This is really pretty actually. So like I said, I have it on my lids. It's like a pewtery kind of gold. It's still like a cool tone, which I really enjoy. A lot of things have been warm lately, so I like the cool tone, and I will continue to use this one and play around with it. I do have shorter nails now. I cut all mine off, so I've been able to dip into it. That was the issue I had with it one time. I had to use it with a brush and some Fix Plus, but on my finger, it just glides on really easily. I don't need anything else, and I actually surprisingly don't have a lot of fallout with it, so I'm excited about that. I think it's a great formula, and I still want to pick it up in the other color, which is Blaze, which is a coppery kind of color. The other 2 items from Hourglass, this is the Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Dim Light, which really isn't much of a shade. You're not going to be able to see anything really, but it just has like this cool reflectiveness that helps to bounce off light from any area that you want to diminish. I almost said reflect, but I do enjoy this powder. I wear it under my eyes quite frequently, on my nose when those pores start to show through. quite pricey of an item, and I would definitely recommend picking this up during a sale. And then on to what is probably my favorite item that I purchased in the makeup category. This is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I'm wearing it now. This is almost reminiscent of Too Faced Better Than Sex Me in the way that it's a very wet formula and you're able to go back in a second time, but it doesn't stay wet for too long where like you have to worry about anything spreading around. Do really like this. I haven't noticed any flaking. There's absolutely no irritation. Like I said, I can go in with a second coat, and I've also used it with false lashes and I have not had any issue with it. I do really enjoy this mascara. Next up is from Mercier, and this is the Flawless Fusion Ultra-Longwear Foundation in the shade Cameo. This is that lighter shade that I was really hoping they would release, and they came out with it, and it works for me. I don't think it's too yellow or anything like that. It's not too light. I think I'll be able to wear this well into winter. I really love the staying power of this foundation. It seems to last for at least, I'd say, probably 8 hours on my skin before I get anywhere, especially like around the nose is where I tend to get somewhere just because I'm like always picking at my face. And then around my smile lines, of course, do tend to break up. But so far so good. I think I've had this on for maybe about 2 hours now. Really like this formula, really happy to be able to add this to my collection and be able to use it. And then we have some lip items. The one that I'm not wearing today is from Fenty Beauty. It is the Universal Gloss Balm in the shade, this is called Fenty Glow. Really like this formula. I've been just throwing it on either bare on my lips or on top of other formulations. It is sticky, of course, because it's a gloss, but I just say it's not as tacky, and I find that like it just doesn't bother me. Sometimes lip glosses really get to me. This one doesn't. I did go ahead and pick it up in the new silver shade that they just released. Did you guys see the new Stunna Fenty lip paints or whatever they're called? They have a new shade, 2 new shades actually. There's one like that's like a chocolate brown that's really pretty, just not for my skin tone. And then there's another one called Uncuffed that's like a rosy mauve. Really excited for that. I'm definitely going to pick that up. Then on my lips again today is the Lawless Soft Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade George, like my husband. Really loving this formula. I find that when it does fade, it doesn't get all gunky. I do like with this formula too, it takes a couple seconds for it to dry down. It's not super, super wet, but just gives you enough time to go in and perfect. I think it's a nice nude. It's got a little bit of like a peachiness to it, and I think the tone's really pretty, perfect for fall. And I don't know if you guys remember from 3 weeks ago, I barely remember from 3 days ago, but most of these purchases I made online, and then I made a separate purchase in store. I think the last day of the sale, or maybe 2 days before it ended. One of the things I bought was those Valentina lashes, but then I bought 2 other things. So first was from Urban Decay. This is the Chill Setting Spray. I usually use the All Nighter, but I just wanted to give something else a try. Really enjoying it. Don't have any issues with it. I feel like it, but you know, it helps my makeup stay just as long as the all-nighter does. I don't really think there's anything out there that can really help defend against sweat. I mean, it's something that our body naturally does, and it's gonna obviously move the makeup. But I do feel like this helps make my makeup stay on longer, and I will repurchase it, and I will probably repurchase all-nighter again too. And then lastly, I have from Drybar, this is the Detox Dry Shampoo. Now what I like about this the most is it is an aerosol, and it does have a tiny bit of that white cast, but I don't feel like it's anything that you can't brush out of the hair. I've said this before, I tend to do powders in the evening for dry shampoo just because that powder does tend to leave more of that cast. So I like something that's an aerosol that performs well in the morning where I can just brush it out if I do get too much on my hair. This doesn't leave too much of that. I really like the scent of this. This is the Lush scent. So I have this in the Lush scent and the Triple Sec in the Lush scent. It's very strong, so if you're not into that or you don't want anything to overpower your perfume, this is probably not the thing for you, but I do feel like it helps to absorb some oil, just exactly what I want a dry shampoo to do. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Leave me a comment below, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon.